Attention to the designated grid zone!
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Attack the A point.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Attention to the designated grid square!
We have taken the initiative. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Feindfahrzeug zerstört. Erwischt!
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Attack hostile troops.
Das geschieht im
the A point!
Allied forces have captured a zone. Do something fast, the enemy will win.
Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the map! Attention to the map!
Allied forces have captured a zone. The enemy is winning! We must counterattack!
Attention to the map! Attention to the map!
Das geschieht im Recht.
have captured a zone.
Attention to the map.
Well done! Defend the A point!
We're ahead of the enemy.
Ziel zerstört.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Wir stecken fest.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Volltreffer, nächstes Ziel.
Allied forces have captured a zone.